the Retail Nomad here, getting ready to kickstart an amazing week here on the Amalfi Coast. I just jumped off this train. Check out this other one over here with a lot of graffiti on it. Beautiful mountains in the background. Just spin around here just so you can check out and see this train station here in Sorrento. At the starting point of the Amalfi Coast for myself, right there, up top, Sorrento train station. Amalfi Coast, the Retail Nomad. Let's see what kind of retail options we can find down here. Amalfi Coast, we're going to see Mr. LT, the leader of Flexecution here this weekend.
The Retail Nomad, traveling the globe, sharing what the retail environment is like, hidden corners of the world.
And setting the stage for this week's video, I just wanted to scoot through some of these alleyways, showing you how they've got restaurants nestled between churches, between some of the coolest boutique retail stores I'd ever seen. Just look at the history. Who knows how old that church is? I have no idea, but it's sweet, right? And then, just checking out some of the local varieties. Check out this Limoncello store that we're going to take a peek firsthand. Ciao Giovanni.
Buongiorno Nick.
Eso.
How are you? Come stai?
Good. Dude, I like your store. It's got a good look and feel and vibe to it. I like to show the viewers what you offer here.
You are welcome to this shop. We
Cool.
offer everything with lemon here, especially the limoncello, of course.
Exactly. I liked your slogan, cheaper than duty free.
We encourage the people to say, oh, this is a good business here.
I like it.
Thank you so much.
Grazie mille.
You are welcome, Nick.
I wanted to kickstart this week's video showing that Italian vibe, the culture. Giovanni just smiling, happy, and his rockin' store here by the name Vino In, selling anything with lemon, champagne, prosecco, wine, and so forth. He just had the cool vibe, offering free shots of limoncello. Loved it. Kickstarting this week's video here in Sorrento. And here I see Tabacci, this cigarette store we had in last week's video. And then here I found Lemon Oro, which if you translate would mean gold lemon. But this store to me was beautiful. Look at the merchandising, the shelving, the undershelf lighting, which I really liked. It just popped. Since 1905. Obviously, lemon's one of the top products here local. And limoncello, every kind of liqueur mixture you could fathom. They even show how they make it and give classes back here in the right-hand corner here. Just blew me away by the attention to detail, how scientific it is. You see all the equipment, the tubes, the hoses. She's trying to give me a shot of limoncello. I'm like, easy, girl. Yeah, I got to work today, right? But, there's the attention to detail, even over to olive oil and, truffles and all kinds of mixtures and sweets and so forth. But very cool shop here. I really enjoyed this one. And here I wanted to show you the coolest little store, pastry shop, desserts and sandwiches, Gentile Cafe. They had everything from pasta to sauces to olive oil to chocolates and coffee and sandwiches. And this was my go-to spot for my little working shop, but I was blown away by the mix of offerings they had here. Ciao, Chito.
Hi, Nick.
Ciao.
Hi, see you.
Ciao, Anna. Ciao, grazie. And here I am dancing down the main thoroughfare of town. I wanted to show you this old school looking storefront labeled A Esposito. Very old school dark wood trim on the storefront itself. You look inside, they got soccer and Formula One gear, which I thought was very unique in the visual merchandising presentation out front. Is obviously they've grabbed a hold of the modern sports and what sells these days. And then just next door, you have a little more modern Yamame. If you recall, I highlighted this brand in Malta and Sicily not too long ago, but more modern, trendy styles and so forth. And once again, down the main thoroughfare, as I literally stayed about 2 blocks away. But check out this storefront here. Again, dark tones in color selection. but beautiful looking storefront. You jump inside, you get all kinds of beachwear for the ladies, linen materials, primarily light in color, floral design and so forth. But felt like a relatively high ceiling in this store for some reason as well. But you got beach bags and scarves. Very cool looking, authentic looking Italian design. And again, I love the mixture from utilization of the old school buildings and architectural styles. And then you dance inside and you get to see the modern brands and labels that we're all accustomed to, especially in the eyewear category, and then even Italian local handmade craftsmanship. Salvatore and then Andrew, they dialed me in, set me up with a sweet pair of Ray-Bans. Thanks much. And I give a shout out to Ottica Azzurro. And again, just jumping down the street here, I found what's called Unica Concept Store, which if you translate means unique concept store. But I just love, notice the Frida displays behind the merchandise. What I understand is the owner is very intrigued with Frida, as well as many around the world. Some may recall that I did the video showcasing Frida back in January in Mexico City, but this store here really jumped out at me, hence the name. It's just an eclectic mix of unique items, from collectibles to jewelry to necklace to garments and so forth. But very intrigued with the store location here, as well as the connection to Frida.
Check this view out. This is just something out of a postcard or a movie. I'm on top of Sorrento and Salerno, one of the highest points in the Amalfi Coast. You literally, if you can see it back that way, you can literally see Mediterranean and then the Bay of Naples. It's absolutely epic up here. Sun's starting to go down. It's getting a little dark on me here. Just wanted to show you, tiptoeing between Sorrento and Positano. That's right. We're going to do a little tour down here this evening. Check out Positano, drink a little Prosecco. Retail Nomad Summit 2025.
Check out these insane views of these little roadside stores, boutiques, so forth. They're selling all kinds of clothing and souvenirs and fruit and lemons. And look at that backdrop. That is an epic postcard backdrop of Positano. We literally are at one of the last turn-off spots here before we arrived into Positano. Just an amazing sunset view coming up, looking down upon the city and town. It's epic. If you ever get the chance, check it out. Looks like James Bond would be zipping around these streets on an old Jaguar with a gun hanging out the window. And upon arriving into Positano, I got dialed in with Nello, an actual tour guide that's stellar and amazing. If you ever go, let me know. I'll give you Nello's number. But he gave me just a little insight on the history, the connectivity. He was born and raised here in this area. And he's just going to dance me past a few of the local shops, given some of the history on how they hand make sandals and some of the garments locally. It was just amazing to have a true local give an insight to the local demographic, the people, the tourism. He works here half of the year, and he works on a cruise boat the other half of the year. I truly enjoyed my time with Nello, scooting around these cobblestone streets here in Positano.
Let me introduce you typical factory and showroom with hundreds and hundreds of different pairs of shoes,
Wow.
different pairs of sandals. The staff so professional in the shop will manufacture for you customized pairs of shoes and sandals only in a few minutes.
Really?
Believe me, really
Wow.
a good, very nice opportunity.
It's incredible.
I can't miss to show you the famous mask of Pulcinella.
Okay.
Pulcinella, the famous mask, originally from Napoli City, so popular in Napoli City.
Oh, really? Okay. And again, take note on the topography, mountainscapes in the background, these little shops and stores and restaurants. They're into every little nook and cranny of this mountainside. I've never seen anything built from a commercial aspect anywhere in the world with this type of topography combined with commerce. And then Anello, he's just pointing out some aspects as we're cruising into the restaurant zone here. And here, as nighttime is slightly setting in, I wanted to show you more the exterior of these storefronts versus the interior. It just adds to the character. You get the sense and feel of the Italian decor, the style, the motifs, the design, every element. There's every kind of boutique, clothing wear. The one had only black and white clothing. A lot of them have, beach color themes. Yeah, a lot of floral prints for the ladies. This one here is all white, named Teresa. And just these little cobblestone streets and alleyways just danced all up and down this mountainside. And I found it quite interesting that the town really closes up somewhat early as nighttime and dusk set in. But you still get to see inside some of the locations and just the feel and the vibration. And look up top that people live in these flats, and I'm assuming work down below. In one of the stores here, you got a liquor store, slash 7-Eleven, if you will. But just the look, the energy, the style really was intriguing for me. And again, dancing through the street, you see Casa Mastro, and there's virtually nobody on the street at this hour as the sun is down and it's dark. But the store's still open, and I found a little kitty cat zipping through here. But again, a lot of linen materials. It's pretty toasty here in summer months, but you get a feel of the material selection and options.
Thanks much for dancing along the Amalfi Coast here with us this week. As here I am closing out in the big square, in the town of Sorrento. This is where I stayed, 1 block away. This place is just it's magic. It's thriving. There's more people in the streets at 1 a.m. than there is at 1 p.m. because it's hot. It's hot here this year. It's great seeing LT and the fam out here, sitting down chit-chatting and also exploring the retail options between Sorrento and down south in Positano. That's right. Retail Nomad closing out Sorrento, Italy, Amalfi Coast. Ciao. Grazie mille.
Stay tuned to the Retail Nomad, as each week we'll be profiling different types of shopping experiences around the world. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.